What is up, immune system strengtheners? My name's Christian Bates, and this is Longevity Power, and this is Mushroom Immunity 2.0, the latest upgrade to the world's most comprehensive medicinal mushroom immune system and mental clarity boosting formula, now with Cordyceps militaris extract, bringing the total number of medicinal mushroom extracts and concentrates to a whopping 35. If you've come upon this video, chances are you are into bringing more health into your life. You want to perform better at what you love to do. And in doing so, you've probably added a lot more plants into your life, more nutrient-dense, organic plant foods, and maybe even a greater variety of animal foods. Two kingdoms of life. Another kingdom of life would be bacteria, and those could be found in the form of fermented foods, probiotics, sauerkraut. But what about the kingdom of life, fungi? This is the kingdom that contains mushrooms and yeasts. And if you have started to add more healthy mushrooms into your life, great, good for you. Maybe you're going to the health food store and buying some button mushrooms or portobello mushrooms or even shiitake mushrooms. And that is a great start. You're getting a lot of nutrition, even some immune system benefits. But those gourmet and edible mushrooms are nowhere near how potent mushrooms can get. And we're talking about medicinal mushrooms. Medicinal mushrooms, I often think, should be called tonic mushrooms, because the term tonic means something that is safe for near daily use and has a cumulative effect. Sometimes the term medicinal implies that something is for short-term, therapeutic, but not all the time, usage. And so medicinal mushrooms actually refer to tonic mushrooms. And tonic mushrooms are tonic herbs. So what are the benefits? Well, the biggest benefit is immune system strengthening. And we're not just talking about immune system stimulation, we're talking about immune system modification. Medicinal mushrooms are great for mental clarity and mental calm. They prevent so many issues. There are now thousands of studies showing that medicinal mushrooms have a tremendous impact on animals and humans. And these studies have only come out in the last few decades. But what I really like to defer to is the hundreds, if not thousands of years of usage, traditional usage in many ancient cultures. We're talking about Chinese medicine, you name pretty much any tradition, any indigenous culture, and mushrooms are a huge part of it. And not just mushrooms for eating or for making fires, and you can actually use mushrooms as tinder, but medicinal mushrooms. See, there's food that's going to give us more macronutrients, but then there's medicine that gives us a lot more micronutrients. Micronutrients not just being minerals and vitamins, but a whole other medley of active compounds that have a huge impact on us. One category are the polysaccharides. Medicinal mushrooms are very high in polysaccharides. There are other plant foods, superfoods, herbs that are pretty high in polysaccharides, but mushrooms are definitely tops when it comes to getting things like beta-glucans. This is a type of polysaccharide. And polysaccharides are very complex sugars. They're not simple sugars. They have no glycemic impact. They have a bigger protein-like structure that can go in and bolster our immune system in a dual-directional way. Polysaccharides are also really great for our tissues. They're very soothing. They can help heal one's gut. Polysaccharides, in terms of our immune system, have an adaptogenic or dual-directional fashion. That means if there's part of your body that has a low immune system, it'll bring that immune system up, make it go from suppressed to much more robust and more intelligent. But it can also take an overactive immune system, allergies, autoimmune, and cool that down while making your immune system more intelligent. So that way it's very safe for everybody. There are extremely small, a very small percentage of the population that has certain mushroom allergies. Other than that, medicinal mushrooms tend to be great and just very congruent with almost any health protocol of just about everyone. The mental clarity aspects of mushrooms can best be surmised in the experience of reishi mushroom. Now, not all reishi is created equal. So 10 years ago I started to get into reishi and other medicinal mushrooms, and I found that some reishis and some mushrooms just weren't very potent. You'd buy a bottle and it would say take 2 capsules, and then looking at it I realized, wow, that's not a very potent form of reishi. I should probably take 10 capsules multiple times a day rather than just once or twice a day. And so 4 years ago I decided I wanted to make the most potent yet also the most bang for your buck possible medicinal mushroom formula. And so now Mushroom Immunity has been around for 4 years. And the original formula is very similar to what we have now. Now we just have the added Cordyceps militaris extract. And I found a really amazing, I mean just bar none, the cream of the crop reishi extract and concentrate. Reishi's mental clarity attributes are profound. You take it and you feel it. There are a lot of mental clarity boosting herbs out there, but some of them are very nuanced. You can barely feel them, or they might have a longer term cumulative effect. Reishi has both a cumulative long-term effect, but also an immediate effect. I mean, we're talking within 20 minutes, it creates a great shift in one's reality and can help someone really build resilience to stress and just not feel so anxious, and also have just a lot more mental acuity and mental and physical endurance. So let's talk about this reishi. This is 100% certified organic reishi that's not grown on logs or sawdust or grain, but on a medley of herbs and grasses from a piece of organic land. There are up to 40 different herbs and grasses that are composted, and then we grow the reishi off of that very nutritious compost substrate. There are a lot of plants, such as some of the ones growing behind me. If you look in the distance, you will see redwood trees. Redwood makes a great wood because it is naturally antifungal. It has volatile oils. So redwood would make a poor substrate for growing medicinal mushrooms. But there are a lot of plants that actually have a lot of nutrition without, say, volatile oils that make a great substrate. So because we have a huge diversity of them, this reishi is coming out with novel compounds and more polysaccharides, and it seems even more germanium, a very important trace mineral. So I just love this reishi. It helps the flavor so much. It gives the flavor of this formula a much more Java coffee aroma flavor, just very refreshing notes of bitters rather than a more mushroom soup flavor that a lot of mushroom products have. So when you sweeten it up just right and blend it into an elixir or a chocolate or a healthy ice cream or some kind of treat that you are going to be making in your life, the flavor profile can still be amazing. Often Mushroom Immunity will improve the flavor just because it's so coffee-like. Another vanilla and coffee-like flavor is chaga mushroom, and that actually comprises half the formula. About 25% of the formula is the reishi that's grown organically on compost, and of the reishi, 50% fruiting body triple hot water extract and 50% crack cell wall spores. The spores are very immune system strengthening. And then we have about 25% of the formula being wild-crafted chaga from Russia, the sclerotium, which is basically a fruiting body, but it doesn't actually create spores. And that is a great-tasting mushroom with so many antioxidants, huge diversity of polysaccharides, so many human active components. It is often considered the top herb in Russian medicine. And I just can't get enough of chaga. When you combine reishi and chaga, you get so much cellular protection as a preventative measure, as well as just a daily energy tonic that, again, is an adaptogen, so none of these things are stimulants. They're going to give you the kind of energy that your body truly wants, so you can actually take them in the evening and they won't keep you up. They'll actually help you get a deeper night's rest and wake up the next morning even more revitalized. Let's talk about some of the other medicinal mushrooms, since there are 35 in here. We got lion's mane fruiting body extract. Lion's mane has nerve growth factors in it. Just so good. I mean, when you take lion's mane, that mental boost is so fun and so sustainable. We also have the Agaricus blazei mushroom, the cordyceps. So let's talk about, why do I have two types of cordyceps in here? Well, cordyceps are mushrooms that specifically in the wild, there are many species, and they go after insects and spiders, and they actually will use that instead of like a log to inoculate and then grow a fruiting body out of. Mushrooms have a life cycle with three basic parts. The first part you could call the spores. The spores are like the seed. They're floating throughout our atmosphere. Maybe they're going into outer space and landing on other planets. Who knows? But they are very compact and are able to resist damage quite easily. And they have a lot of nutrition in them, a lot of antioxidants to do that, making them so important. That's why we use the reishi spores. And then once the spores float down and find something suitable to grow on, they will grow their mycelium into that. So now this substrate is becoming one big mushroom. But the thing that we usually think of as the mushroom, meaning the conch or the fruiting body, is what comes out. It erupts out of a mature substrate. Because once it's mature, then it decides that it can create this fruiting body. There are other factors such as CO2 content in the air that will adjust how this fruiting body erupts, and then the fruiting body will spritz out spores and the life cycle continues. So cordyceps go after insects, but wild cordyceps are very expensive. We're talking over $10,000 a pound, not even for an extract, just for bulk cordyceps that are growing out of a type of caterpillar. But I want this to be the ultimate mushroom formula for everyone, where we're talking quality and potency and a really great price per dosage, and you only need to take one serving. So unlike other bottles that might look like you're getting all these servings for a decent price, but you should probably be taking multiple servings at once, and then the price isn't very good. At Longevity Power, we focus on basically bulk herb style products where you're getting as much of a bulk price as possible and not paying, say, 2 to 3 times the markup cost of encapsulation. So we use now Cordyceps sinensis mycelium extract, is often called the CS4 cordyceps, and also Cordyceps militaris fruiting body extract. So we have both mycelium and fruiting body. The Cordyceps sinensis can't create a fruiting body when we grow it in a cultivated fashion, but the militaris can. But the Cordyceps militaris isn't the main traditional cordyceps of Chinese medicine. So by using the two, we're very closely mimicking wild cordyceps in just a profound way, and I'm sure you'll love it. And actually, I feel that the addition of this Cordyceps militaris fruiting body extract has only increased the good malty coffee-like flavor of the formula. There are many others like shiitake fruiting body extract and maitake extract in this. Go to longevitypower.com and click on the products tab and scroll down to mushroom immunity to learn more and to order yourself a bottle today. Beneath my feet is soil teeming with fungi. In the forests all around me, fungi make up the web of life. And mushrooms have had such a profound impact on my life. They've helped me work out longer and stronger in the gym. I feel that they have changed my immune system dramatically, as well as my inability to get easily stressed. I must thank medicinal mushrooms as a huge puzzle piece in building a robust life. And I just love the way they feel on my mind. And I hope that medicinal mushrooms can make a huge impact on your life as well. My name's Christian Bates, and I'll see you very soon.